Okay, next we're gonna talk wax. If you're a parent that is so brand new to cross-country skiing right now and you're like, what the heck is classic and skate skiing? I don't wanna overwhelm you guys. Really know that if you can just get your kids' skis dialed in, like get the right skis for them, we, the coaches, can figure out the wax. We can help you. But if you're the parent who's like, you know, I actually kind of wanna do a little of figure out what I need for waxing. Or perhaps you're brand new and you're like, okay, but where are we gonna go in the future? If my kid really loves this and starts high school skiing and all of that, what do I need to prepare for? What am I getting into? I'll use myself as an example because I have created for me the most budgeted wax station one could ever possibly hope for. You know what? It does the trick. It's pretty awesome. Here's what I've got. I found a Rossignol wax table at a yard sale. I think it was $35. Went and bought these Swix Vices at AMH. God, I think these were like $95 if I remember. And then bonus, I found some alpine ski waxing bases made by Toco, again at a yard sale, okay? So Facebook Marketplace, set your notifications because you can get some good stuff there. Everything was used, boom, well, except for these guys. These guys last forever, they never go out of style. So that's your wax table. Obvious, okay, guys, I waxed my skis on a living room chair for 7 years. True story. So if you don't have a wax table, don't panic, not a big deal. And again, if you don't ever want to wax your kids' skis, it's all good. Coaches will take care of you. I'm just giving you a sense of where you might be headed. So first thing is to figure out a wax table. You can build this. You don't have to go buy anything. You can build it, figure it out, Google it. There's so many brilliant ideas out there. In terms of wax supplies, a good place to start is to get yourself, okay, wait, a good place to start as a ski mom is to get yourself a ton of buckets. Some of those buckets will contain wax. This is my toolkit, this is my Stanley toolkit right here. It's what every rough and rugged Alaskan carries. That contains all of my glide wax. Glide wax is applied to both classic and skate skiing. Think of glide wax as moisturizer for your hands. The base of your ski has pores in it. You want to moisturize those pores. You want to put the right kind of cream on the pores so that it will glide the best over the snow. Don't tell Jay I said that. You get what I'm saying though, right? And the type of glide wax that you put on your skis is dependent upon the temperature, the consistency, like the texture, and also the moisture amount in the snow. Also, it depends on the skier's ability. So when you come to the Besh Cups, you will see us coaches lined up at our benches that will look very similar to this, and we will be fervently hot ironing with an iron this glide wax into the base of your kid's ski, and you'll be like, what the heck are they doing? That's what we're doing. We're putting hand lotion on your skis. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. For classic skiing, the glide wax only goes on the tip and the tail. Remember how we talked about that kick spot? Obvious reasons, right? You want that kick spot to be abrasive so that you can have a momentum or a lever to push off on the snow. You don't wanna make that slippery. Skate skis, this goes over the entire ski. And classic skis, it only goes on the tip and the tail. Make sense? You guys, you could spend $1 bajillion on like, okay, this was $120. You guys gotta see this, this is so stupid. Why did I do this? I don't know. I would like to say that it got me 10th place in the Anchorage Cup once. Thank you for allowing me to brag. Like look at it's like my finger size. Again, you guys don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. We've got you covered. Also, if you ever wonder, like, where does my registration fee go for? How do you think we buy this wax? Oh my gosh, it's a lot more economical to spend $120 on some Jetstream and use it for 30 kids, right? 30 skiers get life out of it. Than for you to go out and buy Jetstream that's really only good on that specific day and that specific temperature at Kincaid in that weather. I'm gonna make you guys love ski coaches by the time we're done here. Okay, so that's my glide wax container. I've also got a, is this a Hewitt toolbox? For all of my kick wax, I keep it separate, keep it separate, keep it separate. Why? Because this stuff is goopy. So here's kick wax, ready? This is what we put on the bottom of our classic skis, remember, just under the foot. Remember when we took that paper and ran it under the bottom of the ski? Because that's the area that the skier compresses their weight down so that they can push off and glide on to the next ski. So we need something sticky under there to have a chemical reaction with the snow and to create the proper abrasion. This is VR40. Look at that. You literally rub it just on that kick zone, and then you take a cork and you massage it in with all your might. You will see us outside any day that your skier has classic skiing, which as soon as it snows out there, we will be skiing, classic skiing every week. We'll use different kick wax based on what the conditions are. I will always arrive to practice with this little toolbox. With every kick wax under the sun. So you don't really need to go out and buy any kick wax. I'm happy to help your athlete. But if you do want to have some kick wax, get some extra blue. Get some Swix extra blue and get anything in the Toco range. Because Toco has I don't think I have any Toco here. I say Swix. Swix is the company. Swix extra blue because it's just one that is really useful here in Alaska. Whether you're, it's Swix V40 Blue Extra. And it's affordable too. Wish I had some Toco to show you. It's really silly that I don't. I've got some Rhodey, I've got some Start. Everybody is kind of geeky about the kick wax that they like. You guys, people can be so geeky about the kick wax that they like and don't like. Everyone is gonna have a different answer for you and tell you why they like this and why you should never use Swix. You should only use Start Green. Whatever, figure it out for yourself. What works, what doesn't. Toco kick wax has a bigger temperature range though. So if you can get a Toco kick wax that's not fluorinated, that's just your basic Toco kick wax, in the ranges of, I would say 0 degrees to like 20. And they have, when you walk into AMH, or you can get this at REI too, sometimes it'll be just, the temperature ranges will just be in Celsius. So if you're like me and you need to convert it on your iPhone, do that. But sometimes it will say Fahrenheit, but the temperature range is written right there. Anchorage is usually moderately around 20 degrees. Like if you get a kick wax that's gonna cover you between 0 degrees to 30 degrees, then you're good. Why? Because if we get much warmer than the water, the snow is basically water, right? And we need something really goopy to get that proper kick. We need Clister, and Clister is something I don't have right now, but it's very messy. I wouldn't worry about it. So just get your kick wax to cover maybe the upper range of 30s, but really know that it stays around 10, 20, 30 in that range. And Toco is the best way to go for any beginner starting to get their kick wax box together, because the Toco brand, each wax will cover a broad range, whereas Swix will cover like 10 degrees to 15 degrees. Oh, okay, that's nice, but you don't want to buy 900 different Swix waxes when you could just get one that covers 10 degrees to 25 degrees. Totally making those numbers up. You'll just have to go to the store and look at it. So get yourself some wax, get yourself a cork. Get yourself 2 or 3 corks, because kids seem to lose these things. I don't know what that's about, but they seem to lose them. Get yourself some kick wax remover. This can come in a liquid form. It can come as an aerosol. It's a little bit toxic and yucky, so the kids will want to do it outside. But they just spray it on the base of the ski where the kick wax goes, not over the whole body of the ski, just in the kick zone. And then they will use a scraper that is specifically, that you have designated just for kick wax. I write kick on my kick wax scrapers. This one does not say kick. Because they're goopy. You don't want to use this on the glide part of your ski. You'll just get the goopiness over into the kick. The other thing that's helpful to have is one of these crevice tools to get into that crevice part of your kick zone to get that goopiness out. I guess I should back up and tell you why you want to do this, because as we said, every kick wax is a different temperature range. If you go classic skiing on Monday and it's 10 degrees, and then you go classic skiing on Tuesday and it's 30 degrees. So if you classic ski on Monday and it's 10 degrees and you put purple wax on, and then Tuesday it's 35 degrees and you put red wax on, you're gonna have this like alchemist nightmare on the bottom of your skis, and you're probably gonna have crappy kick. So you wanna clean it off. You wanna clean the old kick wax off before you reapply. That's why it's really important for every Nordic skier to pay attention to the weather, because that will determine what type of kick wax you put on your classic ski and what type of glide wax you'll put on your classic ski. I'm gonna show you how I pay attention to the weather. It's probably not how Jay does it, but we're not asking Jay. This is the mom hack edition, right? Okay, I'm pulling you over my computer. Yes, I keep it in the garage. I basically live in the garage. First thing I like to do in any given ski adventure is to go to the Alaska Outdoor Report. Boom. I think the handle is Snowio, SNOWIO.com. This portal is updated by our groomers, so people who are out grooming the trails, and also individuals. So if we get a fat powder dump over like at Campbell Creek, and some, you know, Bill goes and skis and is like, oh my God, it's the most amazing classic conditions ever. Bill will go to this Snowio report and update it. And now everybody knows that it's great. Or maybe he won't, because he doesn't want everybody to know that it's great, right? So the Snowio Alaska Outdoor Report is really great for cross-country ski updates, and Nordic skiers are kind of anal retentive, so we seem to be good about keeping up with it. You can also use it for backcountry skiing and hiking and biking. You'll see at the top that there's just all these little icons that you can choose from. Anyways, bookmark this in your browser, because this is, if it's a random Saturday and you're like, we need to get the kids outside, where is there good conditions? Where have they groomed? Go to Snowio. I think that you can find Snowio on Facebook. Like, I think maybe the Matsu Ski Club has just linked Snowio to a Facebook page so that it will auto-populate. I don't know. Don't take my word for that. But just go to the horse's mouth and go to Snowio. That's the saying, right? I don't know. So that's the first thing I like to do before any ski, is to check, where's the good stuff at? Like, where have they just groomed? Then I go to Wonderground. People, again, can be very particular about what weather station and format they like to utilize in order to determine the proper kick wax to use. I like Wonderground because in the state of Alaska, we have such a big zone to cover that NOAA, for example, may just provide weather for all of Kincaid Park, but someone in Wonderground has also put up a weather sensor in Jodhpur Loop. And now I can see what is the temperature and what is the humidity in the air of just Jodhpur Loop at Kincaid. So I subscribe to Wonderground. I pay the subscription because it's worth it to me. But I definitely just, again, as a mom skier and, you know, just someone that likes to get my kiddos out to places where I know they're going to enjoy it, I think it's a great tool to have, and I think it's worth the investment. The only reason why you would check for this weather condition is, again, because it determines, it will help you determine, if you're classic skiing, what type of kick wax to put on your skis based on the temperature and the humidity. Or if you're going to go ahead and re-glide wax your skis, you can do that as well. The other thing that Wonderground is great for, to get your kids checking it, is that it helps them, even at a young age, if they can check it and they can see what the temperature is, it helps them be able to have a sense of, okay, it's 14 degrees today and I'm skiing with my little brother, so I know I'm going to be skiing slow. I have the outfit for cold weather where I ski slow. It helps them kind of in their mind figure out what is the appropriate gear. I really encourage you guys to let your kids manage as much of this on their own as they can. It takes the pressure off of you, and it's an awesome opportunity for them to have some easy adult responsibility. Okay, so that is like the full blown on wax. Oh, another question that I get a lot is, how often do I need to put new glide wax on? Remember, the glide wax is this stuff. It's the hand lotion. I don't even want to know what Jay's going to say if he hears me say that. The glide wax is the hand lotion. How often do you need to put that on your skis? Well, if you're like me, you put it on when your ski base gets so dry that it's white and your ski base is basically flaking off like old dead skin. I would not recommend that method, particularly if you just buy your kiddo a nice pair of skis. Those skis need to be waxed. If it's a nice pair of skis, I'd say every 2 to 3 days. Definitely re-waxed when the weather conditions change. Know that a fresh glide wax is going to get you like the bomb glide. So even if, if your kid is super, just like particular about that, your kiddo may be waxing their skis every day. I mean, people are different with that. Again, don't get overwhelmed with the wax because we will help you out. All right, on to the next one.